Angled walls just ruin floor plans, and this home's no exception. This design uses angled walls to carve out an open space at the front of the home. And while there is some open space to stand in, the space is just congested and too busy. And there's no space for an entry bench. There's this door collision with the entry door and the coat closet, and the angled framing causes unusable voids in the wall cavities. And then there's this direct view to the toilet from the front door. As we move into the service space, we see that both of these doors are illegal. By most national codes in North America, they're too small, as they traverse through the room. Small doors like these are only permitted to access closet spaces, and this is considered to be a room. And this laundry space is pretty tight against the door, and has limited storage. The original floor plan calls this space the locker space, where you might build out a mudroom-style bench for your storage. But it's crammed into the corner, and is in a busy path of circulation. And the unorganized mess is on display from the front hall. So to fix this plan, we're going to clear some things out. There isn't enough wall space here for a full-size door. And the ends of these walls are too long, and they're going to create a conflict with the fridge door when the fridge door tries to open. So we'll slide some things over and ensure we have enough room for a legal door to enter into the pantry. Next, I'm going to address this area. It's trying too hard to make the space work, and it's just busy and full of bad planning. So I'll remove everything and flip the door. And this space is already looking a lot better, because this space is actually open and inviting, and there's no conflict. So let's add an entry bench and call it good. Next, let's fix this bathroom space with a little new framing. This moves the entry closet away from the front door, creating relief in the entry space. And it turns the bathroom door into the hall for a little more privacy from both the living room and from this flex room. Lastly, let's look at this back hall. The back pantry had small doors and narrow shelving. But because we shifted the kitchen door over, we can actually add full depth cabinetry along this entire back wall. We just need to adjust the garage entry and the stair. And I don't know if you noticed, we also increased the size of the stairs to the garage, because the previous landing didn't meet local code. And now that we have this long wall of millwork, we can relocate the laundry with better access to exterior ventilation and more elbow room. And we can add in a proper mudroom bench with individual locker bays, and this entire space is screened from the front hall, so you don't see that mess. But now for the numbers. If we combine the lineal feet of the previous pantry and laundry design, you can see we lose about 12 inches or 30 centimeters of length in the cabinetry. But in the redesigned space, we do gain full depth cabinetry. And this adds about 5 square feet or 0.5 square meters of storage. And we've also increased the size of the storage in the entry closet. We've doubled the locker storage, and the framing layout is simplified. There's no wasted space in walls and more free area in the entry. But the previous design did separate the pantry and the mudroom, and that's still possible. We just add a little more pantry space and lose a little bit of the locker storage in the mudroom. This is the original design, and these are my two options. Did I make them better or worse? And which do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. And if you need help with your next project, don't hesitate to reach out.